What's going on, y'all? Grind to Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. Today we got your boy Johnny Somali in the crosshairs today because he's been doing a lot of BS over in Asia. And I think that a lot of Asian people don't seem to understand that there's a difference between black people, just like how they all want to be differentiated. You know, you got your Japanese, Chinese, and Korean. They would all hate if you were to call them one or the other if they're not that, so forth and so on. There's a difference between black people. This guy happens to be a little Somali dude. There's black Americans, there's Africans of other types, there's Caribbeans. But this guy is, in a way, parading as if he's American or, you know, if he's just like a regular, everyday black American. I don't think anybody understands or knows the difference. You got Asian people that are willfully ignorant. You got Asian people that may know. And then you have just other people that absolutely are ignorant and, you know, they need to know. But we're going to go ahead and do a little roasting on this here Johnny Somali dude, as well as look at some of the silly things that he's done and see how we feel about it. Let's go.
Most demonic that ever turned a camera on. I'm the most evil person that ever used the internet. I'm the most evil person to ever use a camera. I'm a sexual deviant. I am a criminal. What I don't do off camera, you will never see. I'm like Epstein, man.
This IRL streamer is now reportedly facing up to 29 years in prison and has just had his passport removed by the Korean police.
That's funny he says that, man. Looks like he gonna have to practice some of that sexual deviance in prison, man. Some of the Korean people gonna want a piece of. They gonna do some of that guy. I don't know what voice that was, but they're gonna do some. What's the national sport over there? I think it used to be Taekwondo, or it might still be Taekwondo. They're gonna be over there having Taekwondo fights in the prison. And the big, muscular, big, fat Korean people gonna want a piece on, man. He gonna be looking real bad, man. Talking about some.
Johnny Somali, the self-proclaimed controversial IRL streamer, now faces up to 29 years in prison.
Let's check out one of the clips that led up to Johnny Somali's possible 29-year prison sentence that he's looking at there in Korea. I believe he's done like 2 to 3 other things. They may seem small to us, but by Korean standards, they're big. So we're going to go ahead and get that play-by-play on this first clip. Let's go. So these first 2-3 things Johnny Somali did have led me to believe that he might be a little retarded. He reminds me of an underdeveloped kid, or even a kid that just wasn't raised properly. I think really both of them would be in effect here. But you see the way he opened the ice, let it spill all over the place. The way he's just making an unnecessary mess. The way he's got this JBL speaker playing loud, obnoxious, trash music, by the way. And I don't think that that's a thing that they like over in Asian countries. I know for a fact in Japan that being loud and boisterous is looked down upon. I would assume that it might be similar in Korea and China. I know that that Angie was definitely kind of against people being unnecessarily loud and stuff like that. And I think she did say something about, you know, Asian people not liking that. And, you know, if you even notice Asian people when they're over here in the U.S., they're kind of seeming meek and docile. And I guess that's because of where they originate from. They are taught to be a little bit more quiet, you know, just kind of keep to themselves to a degree. But I mean, you know, they be judging and stuff. And it's not just his actions that lead me to believe he's a little retarded. It's also his appearance. Look at this haircut. All parties involved need a severe body beating until they need to be on dialysis because their kidneys are hurting so bad from the body shots. They need body shots all around. Johnny Somali for being like, man, yeah, I'm going to get that. Whatever girl or man that he might have liked told him, yeah, that looks good. Go get that. And then the barber for okaying that and then let him go out the chair and go out in the world with that. Look at this, man. The lineup is horrible. His lineup is pushed back to the middle of his head. The haircut is also trash, form trash. It looks like Freakazoid or Joker from Batman animated series. Then his hair color is off. Blonde. You look like old boy from Demolition Man, Wesley Snipes. That was a good movie, by the way. But yeah, man, he looks horrible. His actions are retarded. Everything's retarded. Let's go.
Sorry, I'm black.
See, this right here is some elite level tetherism right here, man. He just talking about some, I'm black, and he's just using flat blackness. And not only does this make black Americans in specific look horrible, this just makes black people in general look horrible, you know, because these Asian people, like I said, are willfully ignorant. Sometimes they act like they don't know that there are different types of black people, just like there are different types of Asian people, and they have different cultures. This guy here is using some elite level tetherism and kunology in his arsenal, and it's making everybody look bad. So I just would like for, you know, if you're an Asian person happen to watch this, man, you just need to, you know, just be respectful of different people's cultures and others. Just know there are different black people. Just like how y'all want us to respect you, we want you guys to respect us. Most black people show respect, especially black Americans, because, you know, we've been, you know, looked down upon and treated badly. So we just are used to showing respect to others. Until you don't show no respect, that's when we get rowdy. That's the only time you really will get a black American to really crush you, because you didn't show respect to us.
I'm not gonna drink nothing.
여기서 드시면 안 돼요.
I don't drink. Here, no drink.
이거
No. Look here. 이거. I eat the ramen.
그리고
아줌마, I go. Okay, sure. I'm eating the ramen.
Father was right to say you should never have kids. Your father was right. Your father was right.
Imagine having the resources and the privilege to go to another country, and these are the type of antics that you decide to pull off when you get to these said countries. Because if you've ever looked up booking a flight to any of these countries, Japan, Korea, it's very expensive, especially if you want to stay there and have a good time and get a good experience. It's going to be like $3,000 with the flight and the hotel and all that. And that's not even including the spending money that you're going to need on top of that to even have a good time. You want to eat good every day. You want to go and buy some trinkets and souvenirs and a little bit more, whatever else you might want to do. But this guy, it shows right here that this guy comes from a privileged background. He's never really been through anything. No one's ever told him no or disciplined him. And on top of that, I don't think anyone's ever really showed him any love, because he looks very attention starved, or seems very attention starved, due to his type of streaming that he does. You know, and I don't think he's getting the effect that he even wants from the streams, because he seems more so like an infamous guy than, you know, a guy that everybody just loves his antics. They love his personality and want to see what he's going to do next. He's just like this little dude is retarded, and we laughing at him, and, you know, he don't realize it, but, you know, he's getting that views. He's like a monkey in the cage, basically. That's essentially what he is, man. I feel like his mom and dad and them was at the house like, no, you're no good. You're no good. Jababa do better than you. Jababa did better than you. He got the A, you got the B. Jababa did better than you. You just take this money and go. They probably was like that. But let's go.
What are you talking about?
안 된다고요. 소주 안 된다고. 폴리스?
Call the police, stupid ass.
폴리스 불러요, 형님.
Stupid ass. I didn't even drink here. Are you dumb? I already done you, stupid ass, bald ass. Monkey asshole, shut up, dude. I did not drink it, you stupid bitch. You Chinese ass bitch. You.
So y'all see how your boy John Somali is carrying on over there in South Korea, man. Making all black people look bad, specifically even more so black Americans. And he's putting up some elite level kunology, man. I think he decides to pick on countries that he thinks are a little bit more docile, which are the Asian countries, Japan, Korea. He thinks, you notice he kind of skipped over China, because China's a little bit ratchet. As far as East Asian goes, I'd say China's like the most ratchet, because you can find some real trash Chinese folks. But I think he's decided on those countries, because if he went to any other country, it'd be pretty much curtains for him. If he went to China, he's in jail with them Chinese people. They taking him up through there. If he go to Africa, on Bamboo taking him up through there. He go to goddamn any white or European country, taking him up through there, man. Imagine him being in France. Oui, I'm gonna put the oui in you. But yeah, man, there are more things that this guy's done. Let's go ahead and check him out.
He was living it up in South Korea until he went up to these statues. They're called the Statues of Peace. So he had the grand idea of going up and fondling the women, pouring baby oil all over them. He then undressed.
He gave him the Diddy treatment?
Yeah, he then undressed himself and then he danced on them. And
No.
so now he was sent to jail again. He also made a deep fake video where he was making out with one of South Korea's biggest celebrities. Now she's suing him, and that's another 7 years that's added on. All in all, he's looking at 29 years in prison right now.
29 years.
I'm like P. Diddy, I'm like Epstein. I'm like R. Kelly, I don't care. I don't give a f***, nigga. I'm young Epstein, I'm young P. Diddy. Clip it, nigga. Ship it, bitch. I got all these young...
Even for play, I wouldn't want to be running around here saying some stuff like that. That's just straight up weirdo behavior, man. To a degree, that's that kind of W-boy humor that you might see in like locker rooms or just in general, unfortunately, with some of the more immature W-boys. But that's some stuff that I would never even say, even just in a joking manner. I don't get it. But you guys see all the other things he did as well. He went and defaced a few statues. Not defaced them, but he just kind of played with the statues, like fondled them and disrespected them. He also did a deep fake video with some AI. I guess he was making out with some Korean pop star or something like that, which these are, I guess, would be not that big of a deal to us because people deface stuff in America all the time. They spray paint it, graffiti, they cut statues' heads off. They might drag them down if they don't like them. And then as far as, medians and whatnot, people are putting up crazy AI pics of people and different stars on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, and nobody really bats an eye. But I'm guessing over there in Korea, it's a whole nother world, man. And I guess he's probably one of them dudes that was on the Brittany Griner train. Yeah, follow the rules, follow the rules, follow the rules. Well, I guess, the same thing applies here, man. Follow the rules. Let's go ahead and see what else this guy did.
Gonna come up to me, bro. Why are you being racist to other people in other countries? For money, for clout.
I've said it many times. I don't give a f***. I have no morals. I'm a f***ing sociopath. I don't give a f***. Put this in your next YouTube documentary. I don't give a f***.
And honestly, if I could take it back, I won't. How about that? I'm not sorry. Apologize. I refuse. I won't. So what are you gonna do about it? You gonna kill me?
Johnny Somali right now has been recently arrested within the country of South Korea and the reason why, it's not for like being disrespectful or anything like that. It's actually for drug use. That's right. So he got arrested for drug use, and in a lot of Asian countries, they take a lot of their laws. Like I know in Japan as well, they take like stuff like drug use extremely seriously, and you can face apparently he's facing up to 10 years in jail for this.
So the plot thickens. I thought that, it was just for these little silly antics he was doing. But like the guy said, drug use is a big offense over there in Asian countries. And just really in other countries in general, you're not really supposed to be out here doing recreational drugs or anything crazy like that, man. And your boy John Somali thinks that he is an untouchable, spoiled brat that can do whatever the hell he wants to do. And now it's catching up with him. Well, I guess we'll see what happens, but let's go. Shout out to the YouTuber Miss for some of those clips that we used in the video right there. He got all the pertinent points. He put them all together, and I used them, man. He's an up-and-coming YouTuber. I believe he has like 3K subs right now. If you'd like to go ahead and give him a check out, go ahead and do that, man. MYST Miss. He seems to have a pretty good presentation based off that video I watched right there. So if you want to, go ahead and give him a follow. But yeah, man, it seems your boy, besides those clips, John Somali has had a bunch of ups and downs and turnarounds, and it's not looking good, man. First, he got punched out by a Korean dude or a group of Korean dudes, I'm not sure, but he got punched out. You see him right here, man. He's all lumped up like Martin off the Tommy Hearns episode, and he's kind of got that pose like, please don't do it to me. Please don't do it to me. That boy John Somali built like a Walmart. He built like an LGTV dude or a Walmart, man. Like sometimes women, they be like real in shape and muscular and everything, but they still ain't got no cuts. But then your boy John Somali is out of shape and ain't got no cuts. So I would call him an LGTV dude, basically, man. An LGTV femme dude, basically. But yeah, man, he got beat up by some Korean dudes. And then on top of that, he was hassling some elders, which I think hassling elders is definitely looked down upon in Asian countries. And I think that goes double time in Korea. I remember when I was dating Angie, she told me something like, if you're 18 and the next person is 19 and they ask you to do something, then you kind of have to do it because that's just the way the culture is, which I think is stupid. I don't care. I think it's an idiotic culture. Nobody just deserves respect for being older than you. A lot of people don't accomplish anything when they get older. Some people are buffoons. Some people squander their resources, and now they're jaded out and homeless. Some people do drugs, and they're just not respectful. If somebody doesn't respect me, I'm not going to respect them. And I think that's the way that it should work. That's kind of the way it works here in America. Not everybody goes by that, but most people, especially Black Americans, go by that. And John Somali is an idiot. But yeah, man, those are just some of the things that he did. I think he was also trying to apologize for the fact that, he did what he did. Once he realized he was facing that 29-year bid, he was like, man, I'm sorry, please, guys. I'm sorry. I never meant to do it. And we just saw him earlier in other clips talking about, yeah, I'm not sorry. I have no remorse. I'm a sociopath. I'm like Epstein and Diddy. Come on, man. Which one is it, dog? Are you supposed to be these hard-nosed, in real life rage streamer, or are you supposed to be this guy who just does stuff like Jackass for fun? Which one is it? But yeah, man, that's it for the video, man. I can't stand your boy John Somali. He needs to get beat up real bad by some other people besides the Koreans. If you watched him to this point, thanks for watching. Shout out to Derek, man. I'm sorry to Derek, man, if he caught a stray, man. But some other people be looking different, man. And yeah, man, I'll see y'all next time.